What once was affection turned into tension. Sweet words were replaced by silences that cut deep. You still remember the day he stopped looking you in the eye. It was subtle. But that's when everything began to change. The hugs became rare, compliments disappeared, and in their place came criticism, distant stares, and the constant feeling of walking on eggshells. You tried to justify it. He's just tired. It's just a phase, but deep down, you knew that wasn't love anymore. He never hit you, but he made you smaller, with a tone, with a look, with phrases that seemed harmless but cut like glass. You're overreacting. You're too sensitive. If you were good enough, you wouldn't be complaining. You started to doubt yourself. Am I the problem? Am I going crazy? No, you weren't. You were just being manipulated. Sleeping next to someone and still feeling alone. That's the worst kind of loneliness. You stared at the ceiling thinking, how did I get here? The conversations died. The touch became obligation, and your soul screamed for help in silence. You started dreaming of leaving, but quickly reminded yourself, what if I'm overreacting? What if no one else will ever love me? You started hiding the tears, hiding the emotional bruises he left behind. When people asked, you smiled and said, I'm fine, because the shame he caused, you wore like it was yours. And the fear? It wasn't of being alone. It was that people might find out that the perfect relationship on Instagram was actually a minefield behind the screen. Every argument ended the same, you apologizing, even when it wasn't your fault, because it was easier to take the blame than face his coldness. Easier to say sorry than endure the silence. You started believing that if he treated you badly, it was because you weren't enough. But here's the truth. He only did it because you allowed it. Because somewhere along the way, you started believing that love meant sacrifice. The worst part wasn't that he changed. It was that you stopped being you. You stopped getting dressed up. Stopped dancing to your favorite song. Stopped laughing loud because he said it was too much. You became quiet, dull, small. And when you looked in the mirror, you didn't recognize the woman staring back. It was you, but it wasn't. It was a faded version, wounded, almost soulless. Maybe you're still waiting for a sign, for a change of heart, for an apology, or maybe someone to come save you. But let me be honest with you. No one is coming to save you. Not your therapist, not your mother, not fate. You might get support, but the decision, the strength, has to come from you. You can't keep erasing yourself hoping the other person will change. You have to face the truth. What you're living right now isn't love. You can keep waiting, or you can choose to stand up. You don't need to do everything today. You don't need all the answers now. But you do need to take the first step. You deserve more. You deserve peace. You deserve respect. And above all, you deserve to choose you. To choose to leave, or to rebuild. But knowing this time, the power is yours. It always was. You don't need to justify anything anymore. You don't need permission. You are not obligated to keep suffering just because it all started with love. Don't get it twisted. Leaving is not failure. Failure is losing yourself trying to fix what's been breaking you. From now on, every step away from that cycle is a victory. Every smile, every peaceful night of sleep is a reclaiming. You are coming back. You are rising again. You weren't rescued. You rescued yourself. You looked in the mirror, bruised but unbroken, and chose to fight. You realized you didn't need anyone's permission to be happy, because the love that saves is the love you give to yourself. Now you know, if you're going to fight for something, fight for you.